Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. It's no secret that Ben Shalom and Boxxer have been under the sort of cosh, at least in terms of public perspective. It's quite natural that any sort of rivals, which would be Hearn and Warren and any others, would put Ben Shalom under the cosh. He's a young man, he's a young promoter. They say, Frank Smith has been saying, well, he's out of his depth. They don't know what they're doing. Shalom and Boxxer have pulled two of their fighters out of purse bids. They haven't been bringing their boxers. I'm thinking particularly of Fraser Clark, along as well as they would have hoped. Lawrence Sokoli seems to be a total bust on the Sky. They've turned down, I believe Sky have turned down the choice of a rematch between Okoli and Chris Billum-Smith because the first fight was just terrible, like a car crash of a fight. So Boxxer were due an upturn in their fortunes, and they might just have it because they have apparently signed a deal with NBC Sports. Gary Quinn, who's a vice president of programming and owned properties, whatever that means, said, "We're excited to bring boxing back to NBC Sports, and with the sports debut on Peacock, begin a new chapter in NBC Sports storied boxing history." Okay, and then Shalom says, "We're delighted to announce this landmark partnership with NBC Sports in what is a major moment for the company, allowing audiences across the USA to watch our stars in action throughout the year. NBC Sports reaches millions of fans every day, providing an incredible platform stateside for Boxxer and our elite roster. We look forward to kickstarting the partnership with a huge show on the 21st of October as Joshua Buatsi and Dan Aziz put it all on the line at the O2 in London." So good news for Boxxer. I'm not quite sure whether this is going to be truly a long-term thing. We'll see. I suppose they're going to put a few fights out there and see how it goes, see what the figures are, because it's all down to viewing figures, of course. But Boxxer needed an upturn in their fortunes, and they might just have it. But of course, signing to Sky, doing the deal with Sky, was considered a real big coup for Ben Shalom, who again, he's only a young man. Was he 30, 32, something like that? And it hasn't gone particularly well. They have had their moments. Brooke Khan even though it was way past its sell-by date, was a success. But their undercards, and I think the depth of their shows in terms of quality, has been very, very poor. But we'll see. We will see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, just thought I'd bring you that little bit of news in case you weren't aware. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, please. If you don't mind, just hit the subscribe button. Oh, and the like button, if you don't mind, and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. So what do you think? What do you think of Ben Shalom? Do you think this is? Do you think he's gradually learning? Do you think he's out of his depth? Perhaps you agree with Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith. But let me know your opinions, and I'll have a read of them and I'll answer them. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.